Good day, YouTube fans. Welcome to my channel, Massive Crew Fishing. Today we are at home. We're gonna demonstrate how to repair rod eyes. Sometimes in the middle of fishing, it's getting damaged or popping out of the rod. So today we're going to demonstrate how to repair that. YouTube fans, this is Mervin. He's going to demonstrate of how to repair the rod eyes.
Yeah, good day YouTube fans on the Massive Crew Fishing channel. We are doing a very amateur video as it relates to changing the rod guides. As Cleaver said, sometimes your rod eye pops out and you probably do not want to pay a professional to get it done, and you do not want to retire your rod. So we have, we've got some guides that we bought from Amazon Massive.
Yeah.
Not terribly expensive. We have a candle for heat that we're going to use to remove the epoxy and stuff from the rod. We have our faithful scissors, our pliers, and our little epoxy glue that we're going to use to keep the line intact. You can get a professional line wrap for the rod wraps. However, sometimes you decide to change the braid on your reel and you save that, yeah? Ideally, you would need to probably use 20 or 15 or even a 10-pound braided line. However, we do not have this. We have 50-pound test Massive. Yeah, 50-pound test, so
40 to 50, yeah.
yeah. So we're going to make that work for us, yes? Yes, we did a makeshift stand. It's all in the amateur business. We don't have to do any expensive stuff. We cut 2 pieces of wood, cut a V shape so the rod fits inside there quite nicely. Yeah, and we did it on the other side as well, a V shape, yes? So we will be tuning the rod in there. However, to prevent our rod from scratching, all on the amateur version, we put a little cloth here and a little cloth there. So when we sit our rod, there'll be no scratching of the rod. So we are going to light our trusted little candle. Let me make sure that thing goes on. You can get any heat source that you prefer, but for now, all in the amateur business, we're going to have our trusted little candle. We're going to apply heat to the eye that we want to move. Not too much heat because it might compromise the rod itself. So we apply some heat to the glue that is on. Oh boy, the wind is not being very cooperative.
Yeah, it's very windy today.
So we're gonna put the heat. I will ask Cleaver to close the door for me. I hope he doesn't feel hot.
Yeah, it's windy out there.
Hopefully closing the door will save us some heat. The heat will be more direct. Is this love that I'm feeling? So we keep turning this like some rotisserie area, Cliff. Ah, okay, that's better.
It's better now?
I think so. Our flame seem to be more constant.
Yes, it is. We almost there, Mervin?
Yeah, almost there. We just want to make sure the glue is melted, yeah?
Alright.
So we're gonna...
You want me to do anything there for you?
I think we're okay for now, bro.
Alright.
We just want to emphasize that this could be... Our flame is going out. This could be a one-man job. So that's just for the amateur angler, the amateur fisherman. The guys working on a budget, you don't have to do any expensive stuff. Right. After applying our heat, the glue becomes soft. You take a knife and you just scratch it off, get the thread out. And as soon as you get the thread out, it will be hotter, guys. You can unwrap, just like I'm doing. You could use your pliers if you want to save your dainty little hand. And done.
It's out?
It's out.
Whoa,
Just
Mervin,
by
you're an expert.
no,
Wow.
no. It's very amateur, Cleaver.
Alright.
Very amateur. We have our YouTube fans who can probably write in the comments, how do you remove your damaged rod eye? But this one works for me, Cleaver, so I use it, I do it. And what we do, we just remove the rest.
With the knife?
With the knife. You might have to apply some more heat just to clean the area. But we have to be very careful that we do not damage the rod itself or weaken the rod. And when you catch the monster fish, the prize fish of your life, your rod breaks, yeah?
Oh, okay, the big guys.
Yeah, the big guys. You have to be very careful when you're applying the heat. You just do the heat just enough to get the glue soft enough to remove the stuff. Okay, so now we are going to attach the rod guide. Some people say rod eye. So we're going to make sure we align it properly. So I have here some tape that I'm going to use to secure it temporarily to the rod.
You would like me to help you, Marvin?
I good for now, Massive. Thank you very much.
All right.
What is most important, YouTubers, is that our guide is aligned to the others on the rod. So if you see this, you realize that they are crooked. Yeah? So I am going to put the tape again to make sure that
it's in line with it.
It's in line. Okay, what we're doing, Massive, we tape our eye in line with the others. Yes, so to make sure that it is in line. And what we're going to do, the tricky part is to start off the line. So we're going to put another piece of tape on the far side to secure our braid in place. Yeah, remember, we are doing it the amateur way. We are on a budget, so we put piece of tape with our line.
All right, just to hold the end.
Just to hold the end. Yeah.
Yeah, for the time being.
For the time being. And
so what are you going to do? You're going to turn it around and round?
Round and round and round.
Okay.
To keep it in place. So what we're going to do, just to start it off, that's the tricky part. That's the part I don't very much like. But as long as you get it started, our trusty stand is there. So we can turn the rod in place. Aha! There we go. So we apply pressure so to make sure our line goes on tightly, and we just turn.
Okay, it's looking good now.
What you could do occasionally to block off the space, you could just use your hand, your thumb, and push it
close it up
against each other. Yeah. We have a double-footed guide, so we're going to be doing the other side shortly. So we just keep turning and advancing the line, advancing the line, advancing the line.
So it's covering the end now, the end of the eye.
The guide itself, yes.
Yeah.
So we wrap it up nicely and neatly. Okay, so we reach the end. The size of our line is a 50-pound test, or 50 or 40-pound test.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it is strong enough to do one wrapping.
All right.
But we need to secure the line in place. So what we do, the trick is, we could do a second wrap, and we have this other braid here, Cleaver. I'm not sure if the camera can take it clearly.
Okay. It's okay. Go ahead. I have it covered.
Oh, very nice. So we make a loop, and we rest it down here. You will see what we're doing with it in a little while, Massive. And we continue wrapping.
You want me to hold anything there for you, sir?
No, we're alright. Like I said, you can do this on your own.
Alright.
In your spare time when the weather is not so good and you decide you're not going fishing today, you continue and you do your stuff. So we're going to go down the other way. Had we have our wrapping line, our wrapping thread, it could have looked much neater, or a smaller pound test to
braided line.
Our braided line, yes. So we're going to wrap it the other way trying as much as possible to keep the wraps neat and snug. So we wrap down the other end, and we're going to use the loop we have here hanging to make sure that our line is nice and snug. We have no loose ends. Yeah, Massive?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so we're going to go down, go down, go down. So in this case, we gave it 2 wrappings. So you'll be confident that your guide that you put in is quite safe when you catch that giant size tuna from shore. You know your equipment is safe.
Master Jack.
Yes, yes. So now that we've reached the end, Massive, we use our scissors
and cut it down.
We cut it down. But we need to keep our finger on here to make sure that it does not unwrap. And we cut. Yeah? So the loop that I used earlier, Massive, this one.
Oh, you're gonna pull it out?
No, not yet. I'm gonna fish it in.
Oh.
Shot the sheriff. But we make sure our wrap does not unravel. I got it, Massive. Thank you, bro. Yeah?
Alright.
So this end is the end of the loop that we put in. I hope you could see it. We should have used a bigger line so the camera can really get it. But I do hope that you can really see. So, yeah. So we're going to pull this out. And it's going to pull... What is this stuff? Pull it. Oh. We're going to pull it, Massive. Pull it.
Pull it out.
Okay, so what we've done, Massive, we have secured the end of the line in place, and then we're going to put some epoxy on it to make sure the glue fills all the holes and make sure nothing gets unraveled. So initially we put this line to start it off. So we remove it and we're going to put on the other end now. So we're just removing this dude. Yeah, so we remove the tape now. And we are going to clip off the tag end so our process looks nice and neat. We have our trusty little nail clipper. Remember, we're on a budget, guys. There we go. So we're going to do the same startup again, Massive.
Alright.
And we're going to put it in place. Get our braided line. I'm still lamenting that we should have had a smaller line. But you guys, when you do your own, send a video and show us what you do, yeah? So just to keep this in place, we're going to put it on the opposite end of the side that we are going to wrap.
Alright, so you're just going to continue it until on the other side.
Yes, but remember initially, Cleaver, we put the tape to keep our eye in place. So we're going to remove the tape to make sure that no moisture gets trapped when we fish and cause our guides to rot. So we remove the tape, and since I showed you how to do one end, it's basically the same on the other end. Okay, so we've done the other side. We're almost to the end, and we have our loop in place to secure our line, our wrapping thread, aka braid, in place, so everything is nice and snug. So we use your finger to make sure that this guy is...
To close it up?
Yeah, to close it up and get a closer fit. So we're going to go right up to the neck of the guide. So we have some extra line here. The length, we will fish it through the loop. But at the same time, I have my hand in place to make sure that none of our wraps get undone, yeah? So we push it through. Yeah. And I use this other end to pull it under the wrappings. And then we'll trim it nice and close. So I'm hoping the camera can catch this, Massive.
Yes, yes, it can.
Right, so we're pulling it. So we're pulling it under. We're going to pull it under.
So it will slide.
Yeah. Oh, this is tough. Put some elbow grease, Massive. I hope you can still catch it. Ow. And we pull it in. Pull it out. Okay, so now that we finished the wrapping, we're going to apply the epoxy to make sure it glues down and everything is nice and intact. So we put one set of epoxy. We're going to put the same amount now with the other one, the hardener. Same amount. We're going to eye it. So please don't tell me I put too much or too little.
Yeah, just enough, just like the first one.
Yeah, similar amount. Yeah, that's about the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we cap that nicely to make sure we can open it the next time, and we give it a nice mix. We give them a nice mix. They're massive.
So one will not work without the other one.
That's correct.
So we have to mix white and black together.
Yeah. Yep. So we got a little piece of cardboard. We're going to use it as our mixer. Make sure it mixes thoroughly till the color will change to gray. I think, Massive. Is it gray?
Yeah, that's it.
We're giving it a thorough mix. Get up, stand up. We have a little Bob in the background, Massive. Get up, stand up. Okay, so we're going to use the same mixer we use, the same piece of cardboard we use to mix. We're going to use it as our applicator. I hope you can see that, Massive.
Yes.
So we're going to put it on the thread and turn.
Oh.
Turn. We're not going to put too much because it's going to look really ugly and unprofessional. So we're going to make sure it seeps in and goes down in the thread, Massive.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Check it. So we turn with our trusty little gadget. Just make sure the camera ticks also so that people can appreciate what we're doing, Massive. We are dealing with the little handy-dandy guys. We're not professionals. Just guys like us who are on a budget.
So we're trying something.
Yeah, man, make sure it works. We take some more glue, epoxy, and we apply that nicely and smooth it down and make sure we don't have too much on. If we have too much, we remove some from the applicator, Massive.
Alright.
And we make sure, you know, we bring it down nicely. It's like you're painting it on. Yeah, so we've smoothed down our epoxy. They said it sets in 4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
So you cannot continue to mold it and soften it around the thread. However, according to the instructions, directions, its strength is in about 16 hours. So you have to make sure that you do not need to use your rod before 16 hours. You let it set and they said it is stronger than steel.
Until next time, kindly subscribe to my video. Like and share. See you next time. Bye, folks.